Just a few months ago, professional basketball in the UK was on the brink. 777 partners that had a 45% stake in the British Basketball League and owned the London Lions, the most successful men's and women's teams, lost their licence to run the league with concerns over their financial position. Against the odds, Super League basketball with 9 teams will launch next month, with a number of investors coming in to save some of the franchises that had folded. Only this week, London and Manchester secured their futures. Plymouth City Patriots, that's the only team that hasn't been able to find funding to take part. Basketball journalist Sam Nita, who runs the Hoops Fix website, spoke to me about the turmoil that the sport has been going through.
It's been one of the most difficult times that the league has ever faced. This US-based private equity firm, 777 Partners, who people know from their attempt to take over Everton, got involved with the league, and the British Basketball Federation had to get involved, took away the operating license for the professional league, and then left them in a situation where they had to find a solution to get a league started, ideally in time for the new season, which is, like you said, next month. So yeah, there's been a lot to do, but it looks like we're finally getting to a place where we're getting some clarity on what the lineups are looking like. 9 franchises across the country. They've only lost 1 from last year. It was a 10-team league last year. And hopefully, more details will come into place over the coming weeks, and we will have a professional basketball league.
How optimistic are you about the future? Because this is still a sort of a short-term deal just to get the league going again, isn't it?
From what I'm told from people that I speak to, the league is feeling good in where it's at. They've got a number of potential sponsorship deals at the table. I think they've got a number of different broadcast deals at the table. I think 777's involvement was very much a double-edged sword in that, yeah, of course, it's led to the situation that we're in, but also it's led to the situation we're in. Like, a lot of the deals that are at the table now and the interest that they have would never have happened if 777 didn't get involved in the first place. They were the first, big, well-backed firm to show an interest in British basketball. And since then, from what I'm told, there is, countless investors sniffing around both franchises and the league to try to, really help British basketball reach its potential that, we've all spoken about for decades.
You touched on the potential in Great Britain of basketball. It seems to be like a decade-old sort of conundrum, isn't it? How to sort of tap into it and really raise the level in this country.
100%. I mean, it's way more than a decade. I mean, you could dig up articles and news pieces from 40 years ago, 50 years ago, where people say basketball in the UK is going to be the next big thing. It's always had this huge participation base, millions of players that love playing it, but then this sort of disconnect between the participation and the actual viewership audience, people that want to consume it as a fan rather than just play it. And that's where, many people are betting on being able to create that connection. So, hopefully this will be the start of a new era, and we'll start seeing that connection beginning to form, and a thriving league with a big fan base, a growing fan base, and British basketball being